Scrappy friends, welcome to Christmas in July on my channel. We are almost done with the week. I wanted to share this video. This is day 11 and part of 12, just because one of the bigger photos is from 12. I will have 12 on another day, another video. So yeah. So I printed off those the two ones, you see the corner of the one and those cookies, and I'm just embellishing a little spot with the number 11. And at the edge, you'll see the photos, so you'll kind of get an idea of placement, because this actually is going to go after some of the other pages. But I wanted to put a number on there, and I did put that acrylic color cast tradition with some twine or like thread and stuff, just a little bit of something. I like to add just a little bit of something to those big photos. I don't know, I just think it makes it look pretty. So I mean, you could definitely just leave it. I do like to mix and match how I do things, so I'm going to cut this one up as well. These are cranberries. So this is actually from day 12, but it's going to go on the other side of 11. So I don't put a number on this one, which is fine. I mean, I don't think a number is necessary on every single one. And I've been doing each of these a little bit different. Well, and I started at the beginning doing them. So the beginning of this week was videos that I did in December when I was actually working on it. And then I worked on some pages and didn't film. And then now in July, I'm working on some of them too. So like, I kind of got a little discombobulated as far as where I wanted to put numbers and what pictures I wanted to actually use a date stamp. And I don't really know if it matters too much. In the end, they're all pictures from the month. And I do have quite a few pictures that were taken like right at the beginning or at the end of November when I was doing some stuff. So actually, some of the pictures that I have for day 12 actually are from different points. And I think this is one of the things that Allie kind of has helped me realize, is that you don't have to have a picture for every day, or you can use multiple, pictures from different days on a different day's spread. It doesn't have to be. And I've heard other people talk about that it's like these moments, it's like the number is for the moment. And I like to kind of stick to the day thought process, but even as you start building your pages, sometimes pictures just work better in a different day. So in the end, I'm not really sure it matters as long as you follow a system that works for you. And I know there's a lot of people who just take pictures and don't worry about numbers either. And I feel like I'm sure one day that probably will be more my approach, because as the kids grow older, and even as the kids grow older and our teenagers, like, things are going to be a lot different. We probably won't even need as much photos, but who knows? I could still take a lot of photos. So these next bits of photos I am doing on a 3x4 card. So this is the other side of what I did the day before, and I'm gonna build my own card essentially for some of these. And that is not even Christmas paper. I was like, I feel like I need something like black and white, but the photos that I picked or printed out are actually like 2.5 by 2.5. I wanted it a little bit smaller so I can fit it on there and have a little bit of space without it feeling like it was just all picture on the bottom half. So that is why I chose that side. And this And then I found that die cut that says Mary, and I'm going to staple it just because it's a little bit easier than gluing. I could have glued it too. And I wanted it a little off center because, but that's just a picture of me in the car. I had an appointment that day, and so I think I went by myself. And if I remember correctly, now I do have a notebook, a traveler's notebook, which I try to do journaling in. Not every moment of the day gets journaled about, but I could be looking at that right now as I'm talking to you, but I'm not going to pull it out. But that is one of the things that I like to do that helps organize some of my thoughts about without just using the photos to jog my whole memory. I will say a lot of times by the end of the month, those days get a lot less journaled just because it gets closer to Christmas and usually a lot busier. And so it doesn't always, and I've had some years where like I did part of it and then I went back and looked at the photos and at least put down stuff that I could remember from the photos. So that is always an option too. Just kind of helps. There was 2 cards and I wasn't sure which one I wanted to use. In the end, I'm going to end up using this one. I think that's Ellie Studio. So I got some stuff from Ellie Studio. They had like December documenting kits and they had cards and like some embellishment type stuff. And I got some of that for 2019. I couldn't get the whole kit. So I had to get like separate journaling cards that may have not even been from this year and stuff because I didn't have the full kit together. So I had to get stuff separate, which is fine. It worked. So if you remember from the day before, I had this one where I did the kids and doing stuff on the tree. Oh my goodness. I feel like my brain's not working, so I'm sorry. But I had that acetate piece in there. And essentially, I wanted to put something where I could have 2 of the same thing and you're not going to notice. So I took those color cast hearts and just aligned them so that they could go on and you're not going to notice they're the same size. But I did have to flip one. So the metal one, there's one like more metallic-y one. Sort of metallic-y. I don't know how to explain it. But the acrylic has like a really big shine to it. So I could only use one side basically. So, which is fine. And I did use that blue tealy color on the side with the picture of the car, of my car. So, and then these photos are from later in the day. That same day we watched a lot of Masked Singer in December. We had like a week or 2 where we binge watched like the whole one season close to the very end. And then I think I'm trying to remember it. I don't know what day we watched the finale. I don't think this was the day we watched the finale, but there was some days where we binge watched it. So, which is partly why I decided to use that other card that had all these like currently things, so that I figured we could list things that we were making because we made cookies that day, and make things that we're watching and stuff like that. So here is what is on the other part of this. So with those photos, I did cut up one of the pattern papers from the click kits in your pocket kit for the holidays. And Larkin Designs, so Teresa, she had designed that and did some special stuff with those too. I'm trying to remember if there was extra cards or not, but I made that other card there in December, and that says Holly and it has a cute little thing. So I decided to stick that there. You know, why not? I try to use these cards that I make. And since I really don't need that much space for the journaling, since the 2 photos are from the same day. Sam's laying all funny, and Lonnie and her dad are relaxing on the couch while we watch TV. So yeah. And I did take that card that the picture I'm working on right now, that one is from Allie Edwards. That was from a kit a few years ago when I got one of her kits. There were so many cards. I could not possibly use it in 1 year. Well, that's not true. I guess if I use them all that year without other stuff, but that is so hard, guys. It's so hard. Do you guys have that problem where I have to mix all these different things? I will say I haven't went into my stash from the past couple years, like their actual other kits or stuff that I got. So I'm just using like my Allie Edwards, and a lot of the other stuff is from this year that I bought, or 2019. So I also have that other card. I think that's from Ellie's Studio, and I'm going to layer some stuff, and it's kind of crazy, and I don't dislike it. I think I could have just stuck with the cozy, like the label, that vellum snowflake, and the cozy word on there without the house. But I do put the house on there. I don't know. I felt like, hey, why not? That is an old Pink Fresh Studio house. So I did kind of go a little bit crazy, and I feel like there's some days where you have that. So, and then I can just do some journaling on that card. Like I said, I have the other card that has a whole bunch of like currently things. So that is where a majority of my journaling will go. But so yeah. So I'm just going to stick that in there. I am going to put that off to the side because it needs to dry, and I end up with that. So these are all of the pictures from this day. I will make sure I put the cranberries picture in the next video that you can see. I didn't do the journaling yet, but I will do that. Thank you guys for joining me and leaving comments and liking and subscribing and clicking the notification. I really do appreciate that you guys have been following me along this month, and I'm super excited to see how far my December daily comes.